I'm Johnny Scoville, and this is Chase the Heat. People, I have issues. You know what that means, right? You know, it's funny, every once in a while someone will say, man, I like the videos where he says he has issues. That's because those are the challenges. I've got a challenge today. Now, this is a new offering from Blazing Foods. When you say Blazing Foods, you know what's going to happen. You know what you're going to get. You're going to get a blistering hot, incredible tasting product packaged in such a way that you can't refuse. You can't deny it. You got to have it. So this is a new mint challenge. So a couple things I need to share with you right now. I'm stalling because this is a spooky one. These are stupid hot. The recipe for the mints that I'm currently holding is subject to change. The rules for this challenge are also subject to change. Just a lot of change might happen, essentially, the take-home message here. All right, so look, as we're playing with it right now, we've got 2 mints. These are strawberry and watermelon mix, okay? 7-pot Primo fueled. It's a monster. We have 2 mints. Again, everything may change. The recipe, the rules, the whole 9 yards. My goatee probably won't change. But here's what may change. Today, in today's run, I'm gonna let this dissolve in my mouth. The first one, if we launch today, here's how you'd have to do it. The first one, you have to dissolve completely. Second one, you can chew up as fast as you want. The minute your mouth is empty, you start a 5-minute suffer session. And then when you're done, you are a victor. Or in my case, I'll be Johnny. All right, so that's how this works right now. So I'm going to start it right now. Actually, I don't need to time the first one because the first one is not a timed one. It's just let it dissolve. All right, and you can't chew up the first one. You got to chew up the second. And as soon as it's consumed, 5-minute suffer session. All right. So thank you, Mr. Foy. Thank you guys for watching. I'm Johnny Scoville, a man with issues. This is Chase the Heat. Wait. See, my tongue is normal? Watch that in 1 minute. Since the last time I did this, we amped it up a little bit, right? What? You amped it up since the previous one, right? Which is really silly, because you know what? The last one didn't need to be amped up. It was hot as can be, but this one is hot. All right. These are fun challenges because I'm kind of feeling, I'm trying to imagine everybody else doing it, not me. And I'm thinking like chili heads from, you know, middle level all the way to hardcore. How are they going to feel about this? The heat right away is gnarly. Just look at my tongue, you can see some bad stuff's going on there. Wow. Now here's the thing. The taste of this challenge, and actually this goes for any challenge, the taste of a hot, spicy challenge is going to vary based on your tolerance. It's just been my experience. And that's with anything. Peppers even. If your tolerance is really high, you taste a lot more of that pepper. Your tolerance is low, you just got pain. This is strawberry and watermelon. The flavor is really good. I think by now, the overwhelming majority of people that have tried this that will try this challenge would have already lost their sense of taste by now. And you wouldn't be describing any flavors whatsoever. At that point, you're just kind of suffering and keeping focused on the finish line. Very, very hot. Could be your thumbnail right there. Wow. It's funny too because you're going to think that the one you have to let dissolve in your mouth is going to be the more diabolical one. You might be right, but you might not be. Reason for this, the last time I did one at nighttime snack video, I let it dissolve at the very end of the video. Right before I kind of wrapped up the video, I chewed it up. And while I was okay, when that video turned off, while I was doing the upload process, that heat climbed. So, doing a dissolve the first one and chew the second one is like a 1-2 punch combination. It's brutal. I probably still have a third of this thing left, maybe a quarter of it left. Total tongue burn. The tongue is just like seared. Wow. My tolerance is really high right now too. This is a strong challenge. Oh boy. Oh. My ears are starting to burn. Right, the bill, right? See that little piece right there? That's all that's left. All right, so there's the first one. The second one, I'm going to chew this one up. As soon as I'm done swallowing it, we're going to start the 5-minute suffer session. My ears are burning. Here we go. Different experience chewing them up. Come on, please. What's going on here? Oh, I'm struggling. All right, started the 5-minute suffer session. Chewing it up just kind of like grinds it in and just makes it worse. This is gonna be a rough one. So just so you guys know, we've thought a lot of different variations, like having 3, having 5, having staggered, having them all the same, dissolve, chew. We've gone back and forth with a lot of different things. Tentatively right now it is subject to change, but if we were to launch today, this is probably what it would be. Dissolve 1, chew the next, suffer for 5. Of course, after this is done, Dave and I will reconvene. It'll ask me how much I hurt. We'll kind of go over it, decide where to go from there. See, for all you chili, this is a good time for me to be reviewing a new chili challenge because my tolerance is high. If you do this in the off season, inevitably we're going to come up with something probably a little less hot just because my tolerance is lower. Boy, oh boy, this is a hot one. Right where you see the stain on my tongue, I feel like I stuck my tongue against a red hot piece of steel. And it's stuck and I pulled it off and like the skin is all there. That's what that feels like right now. Oh. See, I feel really good now. There you go. I'm sure we have law enforcement agents watching this. I look like I do and you pull me over. You let me go? You're gonna say, I need you to get out of the car. We need to talk for a little bit. Wow, I feel so good right now. I forgot about the time. 2 minutes and 51 seconds. And we're gonna wrap this thing up. Now, I recently started a new segment. I wasn't sure what I was gonna call it. I'm calling it Bus Nuggets. I kind of like that. It's got a ring to it. So what I've done is every time I see a really good comment that is applicable to new chili heads, talks about pain relief, talks about their experience, how they've gone from one pepper to another, something growing, something positive in the chili community on the bus that I can give you guys. I'm going to create a weekly segment, and maybe bi-weekly or twice a week. I'm not sure, but it's going to be called Bus Nuggets. First one happened yesterday. And it was great. There's some really cool stuff. There's so many people that are talking about capsaicin as a pain reliever. Like it really works. It's a beautiful thing. All right, so we are now approaching our 2-minute mark. 2 minutes left, and we'll put a fork in this thing. That's a hot one. But now I got to think about it. Is that hot enough? I don't know. We may need to go with 3 wafers instead of just 2. 3 minutes. Here's the deal. I don't want to speak for Mr. Foy. Can I speak for you? I think I can. We don't want the greatest part of a challenge shouldn't be swiping your credit card. Too many spicy challenges out there. The most challenging part is taking out the credit card, swiping it, or putting your card number in. That's the hard part. We want challenges that are going to taste good, all right, but that are going to really be a challenge. Look up the word look at the definition of challenge. It's supposed to be a challenge. You know what I mean? So we want it to be one. We don't want it to be a walk in the park. And I talk about this a lot. Even if you fail the challenge, you're going to walk away with an experience that you're going to be glad you had. We burned, if I had a nickel for every time Mr. Foy and I burned somebody up at a convention, we'd both be retired, buy an island. But we provide memories that carry a lifetime. That's amazing. And the older you get, the more you realize how amazing that is, because you forget stuff along the way. But a memory that you carry through life is special. That's a special thing, and they don't happen very often. And that's what Chili's challenges do. They provide a memory that does not go away. And it's healthy and fun. We got about 20 seconds left, and we're going to put a fork in this one. All right, so to recap it, name. We've got a name. We're not releasing it yet. The formula of the mints, subject to change. They are diabolically hot. He's a diabolical man and might make him hotter. The third is how the structure of the challenge. How many mints? How long is the waiting time? All of that stuff is still up in the air, and we may change that. But know this. Excuse me, an amazing challenge from Blazing Foods is coming. It's going to be produced in such a way that you aren't going to be able to refuse. You aren't going to be able to say no. All right, we're going to wrap this thing up. Mr. Foy, you got a beauty there. Thank you. In the description box, you're going to see a link for Blazing Foods. Please check them out. Great stuff coming, you guys. Right there's the pepper. Click the pepper. When you do, you're riding with me. We're riding together. If you don't want to miss a video because spicy content's your jam, then click the bell for notification. You'll see a Dropbox. Select all. But man, visit us a lot, or you'll miss stuff. Big fire there. More videos here. I'm Johnny Scoville. I have issues, and this was Chase the Heat.